Welcome to another video on Promtech's Condor system. So today we're going to be looking into the scheduling a bit deeper. We have done another video on scheduling and that can be found on our website. So if we go and have a look into here, we've got into the schedule itself, and last time we spoke about the different color codes and why the schedule was done and how you move things around and the cross-contamination behind it. Today we're actually going to go in, we're going to look into a work order and we're going to see what data we can actually get from that. So once we've produced something or as we're producing it, what's the visibility on that? What can I see? So I'm going to click on this work order here, and that's going to take me in and show me what has happened within that work order. So I can see from the screen here that this work order was using this formula. It was using this product with this additive in. I can see when it was due, when it was started, when it was ended. I can also see the time in motion and the energy data that was used. So this is the energy and time that it took to create these products through our process control system. And so I can see that it took 1 hour and a half and it used 203.3 kilowatt hours. But those figures themselves aren't really much use. They're not comparable. And so what we do at the side of it is produce a comparable figure. So it's 4.2 tons per hour and 33.16 kilowatt hours per ton. So we can use those then to compare different recipes and see how they actually go through the system and whether we have more time or more energy spent on different materials. So it can really give us an insight as to how this is running through our process control system and our hardware. So we can see that this particular work order was made up of 2 batches. The target was 6 ton, we got 6,130, so it's 2.17% error on there. And again, that's all from your tolerances. So if your tolerances allow that amount, that will allow the status of each of the batches to conform. So we can see here that we've got statuses down to see whether they've conformed or not conformed, and that can be down to the tolerance or also the yield. So we can see here in the packing section we have the ability to pull bag sizes in. If this was a product that was going into bag sizes, we can put a yield in there. So let's say we wanted 50 and we only got 49. Is that within our yield tolerance, yes or no? We can then conform and non-conform those batches based on those yield tolerances. Let's have a look at the weighments for this one. So on the weighments tab within the work order, we can actually see all of the weighments that went in to create this product that we've made. And we can see here that it gives us a type, whether it's weighed, whether it's conformed or non-conformed, and we can see that all of the weighments for these batches have conformed, which is why the overall batch has conformed. Again, the information at the top here stays the same as the last screen that we went into and just gives you that little bit of an overview. And we can look into here and the weighments, for instance, and we can see what batch code they were part of, what the ingredient was, how much each one actually weighed up, so what the target and what the actual was for each one, where it was done, what weigher it was used to weigh that up on. So if I start to see a weigher that has multiple non-conformances, we can start to question the accuracy of that weigher and maybe look at getting a calibration. But it really gives you that data to start to analyze how your plant is running. The next one we're going to look at is the time in motion tab. So if I open the time in motion, I can do this by a work center or asset group. I'm going to do it by asset group first of all to see what this gives us. So when we pull that data in, it will actually show for that production of the 2 batches how that's gone through my system in energy and in time. So at the top here we've got the total, but this breaks it down into each section. So we've got weighers, we've got blending routes, we've got grinding, mixing, conditioners, expander, cooler, or press route in this particular plant. That shows me where the most time and the most energy is used and gives me an insight to see how the product is actually going through the system. Down here we've got the time in motion also based on a pie chart, so it shows me the percentage of the batch that was used within each section. So I can see here that the longest effectively is the actual cooling process of this product. And again, the kilowatt hours usage, so I can see that the expander is what's using the most kilowatt hours. So it gives me that ability to come in there and start to have a look and profile my plant and see, right, I can see where the time's being used, I can see where the energy is being used.